You guys been looking at KASPA, with dollar, with its meme coins to maximize exposure at the bottom. This is what you're supposed to do to, see max profit potential at peak bull run. Maximize KASPA exposure at the bottom. That's how you make money. There's sellers selling meme coins for KASPA at the bottom just because they think they're going to miss out. You're not going to make it. Okay, yes, you'll be happy with your KASPA, but you could have just 10x'd your entire bag of KASPA if you held for throughout like the whole bull cycle. And if you when it's at a peak, that's where you can take profit from meme coins and put it into KASPA, and that is the smart way to do it. Not at the bottom, not down here. That's not smart. So I went into that, and now we're going into investment opportunities with KASPA. Okay, with the KASPA layer 2 coming up, there's now investment opportunities. So we've seen now Zealous swap. Okay, they're positioned to be the first DEX, truly decentralized exchange on KASPA. So technically, KASPA.com, it's not a fully decentralized, but it's not an exchange, like a decentralized exchange. It's a decentralized marketplace. Okay, so it doesn't have the liquidity pools like a decentralized exchange has. So KASPA.com is awesome. I totally endorse them. They're incredible. The team behind it, love it. So now in an exchange, decentralized exchange, Zealous swap. What do I think about it? Now this is really important because at 9 a.m. Eastern time which is tomorrow, okay, 9 a.m. April 23rd, 9 a.m. Eastern, which is 1 p.m. UTC on April 23rd, okay? So basically today, tomorrow, whenever you see this video, it's going to be a pre-sale for Zealous swap, okay? What do I think about it? Not too crazy about it. I'm just going to start off the bat. I'm not crazy about it. Why am I not crazy about it? Because tokenomics, okay? That's one thing. Tokenomics is one thing, and then technology is another, okay? So technology is great. I mean, a first decentralized exchange, but in all honesty, it's nothing too crazy. It's basically a fork of Uniswap. It's not that hard to fork Uniswap. I'm gonna be honest. I worked with a team that basically anyone could make their own little DEX. Basically, forking Uniswap. They want to fork. I think they did Uniswap V2, I believe. Yeah. But that's there's V3, but they wanted to keep it a little more simple, V2, and that's fine. So yeah, so they're the first. They could definitely gain a strong foothold. They have a strong partnership with Nacho, which is great. Which is definitely provides more value for Nacho and Nacho's NFTs. You could stake them and gain rewards like gonna be airdrops. So the whole tokenomics of Zealous swap is a little. It's not essentially sketchy, but it's just like it's not something I'm into because look, 20% of the entire supply is going to be for the pre-sale. Everything else, a whole 80% of the other is not. Like it's at around a market cap value of 1.7 million, okay? So 20% of that is around 340,000. That's how much the pre-sale is going to be worth. So you're basically fighting for 20% of 1.7 million. Now, I'm not crazy about that because it's like 20. It's just so much pre-allocation, okay? And it's not like it's super unhealthy, but it's just going to introduce a lot of sell pressure throughout an entire period of 6 to 8 years. Like, not just that, but also the first 2 years can't be sold. So after 2 years, there's going to be a period gradually where the team can sell. And just so much of the supply is not in the hands of the people themselves, of the investors. This is not a fair launch. I'm into the fair launch projects, fair launch tokens. That's why I'm crazy into. I was KASPA maxi to the maximum. That's why I was fully into Nacho, fully into Kango. This is fair launch to the maximum. I mean, especially Nacho when in its early days. I mean, it's building a community and everything. Fair launch to the max. That's what I love, and that's why I still love those projects and those assets because once you have fair launch, it's like the manipulation is just not there. So yeah, of course, Nacho and Kango and all these KRC20s, that launched, they saw massive profit, massive gains. Like they were up like times 30 the mint price. So of course people sold. It sold and took profit. I sold a bit, bought back in at a low, stuff like that. So I essentially didn't sell anything. And with buying all these other like micro caps and all that, it's like basically I didn't sell anything. My money was still in the whole ecosystem in KRC20, now with the NFTs as well. So that's what I like, fair launch. But when you have things like this, where you're now like you're buying into this pre-sale, which is going to be giving money away gradually over the next 7 years to people that are staking. It's just like when you have projects that have staking, it's like it's very important to know where this money is coming from. So this money is coming directly from the project's value, the project's liquidity, the project's market cap. It's coming directly from that. So it's like these tokens introduces sell pressure, okay? And this is very sustained sell pressure for 7 years. Yeah, it's not that. It's good thing it's over 7 years, so that's a lot of time. So when it comes down to like with these two combined, it's about like 0.5% a month for 7 years. I mean, it's just like that's the type of thing that why even Ethereum as a proof of stake protocol, it's like it's just so much sell pressure that these miners proof of work doesn't have. These proof of stake, it's just like infinity pool, like nothing is infinite. So once you have an infinity pool that can just give infinite rewards, it's not infinite, it's for 6 to 8 years. But when you have so much of the supply just being given away to stakers and stuff like that, that's just going to be sell pressure, infinite sell pressure. And it's just not something I like. And you look at and you compare it to other decentralized exchanges. Now, this is nothing like Uniswap. Uniswap is unique. It was the first. It built the whole technology for other projects to fork off of. Now, that is something unique. It's the first. It's crazy. It's great, and they keep developing. They've made Uniswap V1, V2. So that's like very much a legitimate technology. So this thing, it's also great. I mean, it's the first on KASPA. Well, let's see if it actually works out and everything like that. They're doing well in testing it, and they're gonna put it on testnet on Yuga Labs, and we'll see how compatible it is across the different layer 2s on KASPA. But we're gonna have to see, and it's just like Nacho creators loved it. The Nacho creators definitely deserve. They put in so much work in leaders of the entire ecosystem of KRC20. So I mean that's 4%, core team 10%, and look at the pre-sale. 70% goes to initial liquidity of the protocol, okay, which is good, very good. But then you got 30% going to development and audits. So it's like I thought that's what the team wallets are supposed to be for. So the team have their own lockup. This is their own tokens, and then you're gonna have 9% for again liquidity. Just so here's liquidity, here's development, and where's development? This is going to be ensuring market. So I guess this is just the only amount for the actual development of the entire platform. A little insurance fund. I mean, 3% is not going to do anything if there's some sort of mass problem or some sort of safety, like some sort of hack of the staking protocol. And I'm going to be honest now again. Once we enter this whole layer 2 ecosystem, hacks are going to be very prevalent and quite scary. You want to make sure that you are investing safely and you have your money very safe. Okay. Now I don't know how this staking is going to work, and I know how some protocols have done their staking, and I know a lot of them have gotten hacked. Okay, there's ways to prevent mass hacking. Now, if this protocol does staking in a way that it keeps each individual's person's money staked in its own little contract, so the contract owned by that single individual who's staking, so it essentially creates its own little firewall between every single person's that's staking. So nothing is centralized. It's a very decentralized staking mechanism. Now that's something that I would hope to see. But if they have everything staking and it's like things are basically collected in a single contract, or even staking funds can be hacked. Like the funds in one single wallet, if that pool, infinity pool, gets hacked, and boom, there goes all these tokens, and that's just more sell pressure. I'm not saying this is going to happen, but staking pools, have been known to be hacked. Okay, things that have staking, things that have bridges, things, all of this stuff is, just potential liabilities that you have to keep in mind. So it's like inscriptions were incredible because they were hack proof. Okay, there wasn't anything in the contract that could be hacked. But I mean, the liability ended up coming from the wallet itself. KasWare, not doing things correctly as they should be. Um, there's always faults and problems and things that are going to come up. So you just have to be smart about it and don't just put all your eggs in one basket. That's definitely a suggestion. So if you're going to go into Zeal, like, yes, so they're going to start off at around 1.7 million market cap, with everything. Yeah, not everything is in circulation, so that's going to be like their fully diluted value. It's going to be around 1.7 million. But that puts it, so I mean, it's just in a similar boat, in my opinion, as like this PPCast thing, where they just have so much of the supply in there. So when they release their games, this is going to introduce so much sell pressure. So yeah, at the start, look at how well they've done. But once they introduce this, there's so much of this pre-minted supply. So the whole Zeal token is just all completely pre-minted and pre-allocations. This is what I just kind of hate seeing. And it's kind of too bad that they have so much of pre-allocations. Fortunately, they're using Nacho as like a really cool way to, improve the security of their whole they're running like the pre-sale through Nacho. Nacho's holding like the pre-sale fund. Nacho team will hold the tokens and organize a sale on KASPA.com. That's cool to see. But that's why I'm not too crazy about this, okay? Again, meme coins perform much better than decentralized exchange or providers like this. The top meme coins perform much better. You don't see Uniswap at overtaking Pepe or whatever. You see Uniswap is all the way down, and that's Uniswap, okay? But you look at other things like Pancake Swap, it's even lower. You look at other things, it's even lower and lower and lower. So the top meme coins of a blockchain perform the best. They have the layer one, and then you have the meme coins. The top meme coins perform the best. Okay, so you just have to compare. Look at historically what has happened with all these other assets. Compare it on Solana. Compare it on Ethereum. Compare it on Binance Smart Chain. Compare it on Base. Like look what has happened. And you'll get a better, fuller picture, and you'll understand that like what is the best asset to invest in, what's the best way to maximize your KASPA exposure. So yeah, this certainly could do well, especially at the start. Could double the price, the mint price, or sorry, the pre-sale price, very reasonably, triple, quadruple, perhaps. But long term, it's just I'm with the meme coins. The meme coins have the marketing potential is just incredible. The meme coins are they perform the best during the bull cycles. They have the largest communities. Dog with Hat. I mean, look at this. This is just insane. Reaching 4.5 billion, 4 billion is constantly hitting the billions. And now they're finally down, but it's turning it back up. This is going to enter another crypto bull cycle. Very good to see. So that's Dog with Hat. That was like Bonk was the first launch on Solana. Dog with Hat was the hottest meme on Solana. Their marketing, on point. I compare it to like this is the Nacho, this is the Kango on KASPA. These things did incredible. So like you compare it then to like Pancake Swap, for example. It's like, yeah, it does well, but not nearly as well as the top meme coins. And when you know the top meme coins for a fact, you know which are the top, which are the best, stick to them. It's very simple. Stick to it. And you just need to have the patience. Stay away from stuff that's pre-minted. It's easily manipulated, and it's just not gonna, do so hot. 75% pre-minted. Like, stay away. PPCast again, pre-minted, 95%. So that's just liabilities. It's just gonna introduce sell pressure. Airdrops. Always sell pressures from airdrops, team wallets, marketing. Just so much sell pressure. You can't only those tokens only come from the existing value. So it's just going to constantly drop the value. So with Kango, this wallet has been losing percentage points. So like it's very good to see healthy distribution. Now this wallet should be labeled. I tried, even the Kango Rawl has tried to get this labeled, but it's impossible to get it labeled because it doesn't move. It's essentially a burn address from xt.com. They sent half of these, they sent all these tokens, basically half the KRC20 ecosystem to this wallet, and they sent another half, all the remaining others, to another wallet. That other wallet included Nacho and included these other ones. Let me see if I could find it here. XT. Let me just look up XT. Maybe it pops up. Well, it's on there somewhere. And I was doing some heavy research, and so basically half the KRC20 ecosystem on xt.com, it went to one wallet, and then 30 minutes later, the other half went to another wallet. And the one wallet, which included Nacho, the second one, it had no problems. It experienced no problems with the withdrawals, and it worked perfectly fine. But it seemed like, so this first wallet where Kango went, along with others like Casper and everything included in here, Casper, Caspi, all these corrects, these couldn't be withdrawn. Okay, so they sent it to XC sent this to this wallet, those tokens to that wallet, and it looks like they sent it to the wallet and they don't even have like the private key. They don't even they probably didn't even write down the private key. They send it to a wallet and they can't even access that wallet anymore. So these tokens, like, they've been forced to now buy back Kango, for example, at the market price to be able to give people the ability to withdraw from the exchange. So there's so few tokens on it. It's not even in here. It's XT wallet. But that's what's going on with that top wallet. If I can find it. So that's what's up with this one. It's 10%. So just that's basically a burn wallet from XT, thanks to them. We got Wintermute, CoinX, but it's good to see when the supply of this goes down. It's like it's good distribution. So top wallets, crazy one. This one is believed to be, I think this one is Christian Ludwig's wallet, which is pretty crazy. Like he shared if you look up like Christian Ludwig or something. Ludwig. I don't know. I probably spell it wrong. But yeah, he basically low key doxed his wallet. He's a massive holder of Kango, and he's also a holder of Nacho. Like he holds a lot of these things, and he hodls it, which is awesome to see. All these different things. So that's pretty cool. Nacho's also like extremely decentralized with their holder base. The exchange wallets up here. And yeah, very healthy distribution. And you compare these top meme coins to like Bonk, to Whiff, to these other, super degen coins, and these Kango, even Kango, for example, is more fairly distributed than those. Nacho is like the most fairly distributed meme coin of like an entire meme coin industry. Pretty crazy. Thanks to how it was launched, especially with 10 million mints and huge holder base. Holders are increasing for these meme coins. Which is awesome to see. So that's basically my thoughts on Zealous. I'll go into more topics, even covering other potential investment opportunities. Those are my thoughts on Zealous. Am I going to invest? No, I'm probably not. Probably not going to put anything. If I do, it'll be just a little tiny bit. But I'm not crazy about it. I'm sure it'll do well. I'm nothing against them. I mean, they seem very, very good. They seem to be taking a great road. Putting a lot of work into testing and developing, working closely with Nacho. But me, I don't like these bad tokenomics. I don't like pre-allocations. I don't like team wallets. I don't like any of it. No, I thought KasPR was setting like the record straight with fair launch, and they're doing this, and I mean that's just their marketing model. They want to give away tokens from their infinity pool. That money has to come from somewhere, and it comes from the people that buy the pre-sale. So, yep. I mean, I wish everyone all the best, and I'm sure, I'll be getting some. I'm gonna get exposure anyways from like Nacho NFTs for staking them, um, which is gonna be distributed over 3 months period. So again, that's more sell pressure, but just everything's gonna rise in Caspa, so it's really no problem, no issue. You buy now, it's like you buy the pre-sale, you're gonna make money. Like whatever you do, you buy the meme coins, you buy Zealous swap, you buy Caspa, you're gonna make money. Whatever you do, just keep your money in Caspa, in the Caspa ecosystem, and you're gonna make good money. So I wouldn't be worried about it. But I would definitely not put everything into here. And I'd make sure if you are investing in Zealous that you still have exposure to the top meme coins on Caspa, like Nacho, Kango. Make sure you have exposure to there as well because they perform the best during bull cycles. You're going to see the biggest profit, um, the max profit with the meme coins. Yeah, and there's going to be other investment opportunities. So I'll go into my opinions on that. And this one is just like the one that's coming. It's coming tomorrow or later today. Man, I need water. But this one is the information is out. Pre-sales coming up. So this was the why I'm going into this first. Um, take a look at the website. They put out a tweet about it too. Take a look at the whole protocol, everything it has to offer. Very interesting thing. They have their own Oracle solution. So pretty cool. Definitely interesting to see the competition come out too. I know KASPA.com wants to be an all-inclusive platform for everything. So even KSPR, they've been working a lot behind the scenes and keeping things like under the radar. They're not going to release their token until smart contracts are live on the layer 2. So, and they want to be compatible across every single layer 2 as well. Very interesting to see what they end up building because they've been building some like a lot of stuff. They built like KSPR bets, which is like short time frame betting on like basically leverage positions for Bitcoin or Caspa, and if it goes up in that time frame, you make money or you lose money. I personally haven't done it. I don't like betting like that. I don't like gambling. That's straight up gambling. But it appeals to the gamblers out there. Putting a few spare change into that. It's fun, I'm sure. But they're building. That's what's most important. It's cool. So that's what's up with Zealous. That's my thoughts. I'm sure it's a great opportunity for people, but not something I'm personally too interested in. But yep, let me know what you think in the comments, and we're gonna go into more topics very soon.